I've come to Saughton today to have a look at the trees which have been planted along the walls. These are fruit trees. There's a whole mixture here looked after by the Friends of Saughton. We've got apples, pears, plums, cherries, peaches. There's a whole range of material here. But today I'm going to concentrate on apples. These are young trees, and the thing that's important at this stage in their life, because they've only been planted for about 3-4 years, is to get them established and to try and create a branch formation. But before we start pruning, I just want to show you the different buds which we have on the apple. You look at this one here, that is a fruit bud. See how plump that is? And with the grey scales on it? That's a fruit bud. That will open out and produce blossom. And if we come further up, we come to this one, which is a vegetative shoot. That's a new shoot that was produced last year. And these are vegetative buds. These buds, which are triangular in shape, they will produce a young shoot. So this is the variety Sunset. And what we're going to do with this one is we're going to clean up this stem up to that point there, and then we're going to train out the branches into a fan shape. So the first thing is just cutting off these surplus branches. Now that we've tidied up the base of the tree and we've got this clear stem like that, the idea now is to try and space out these branches so that we get an even spread all the way around, so that you're maybe looking at about 6 inches to a foot between each branch. These will be tied to the wires and secured in that way, so that we're creating this strong structure. We want a good fan-like structure onto the tree. So it's a simple case now of just tying the branches to the wire. Right. Tying is quite simple. We just put the string or twine or whatever it is you're using round the wire, bring it to the front, and then it's just a simple reef knot at the front. Now I'm using what is a plastic tie, and you might think, oh my goodness, why use a plastic tie? It's not very environmentally friendly, but that has a fair bit of give. And if we look at that, see, that can stretch, and that is a good thing, because that means we can forget about that for a year and it will still be all right. So we go around the tree and we put we tie all the branches in like that. I'm going to tie this one in at the bottom here, this one here, and I'm going to lift that up actually so that it fits into this bit here. So there's where I'm going to tie it. So that one is going to fit in there. There's where I'm going to tie it. I'll put that round like that. Bring up the branch. There we are. And that's it. Now, and in order to encourage this one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that off there, so that that bud which is in there is going to grow out that way. So having tied it in, I'm just going to tip the shoot back, and there is the bud. That's the bud that I want to encourage, and I want to encourage it to grow out this way, so I'm just going to prune that off there. There we go. I want to find a position for this shoot, but the problem is that it doesn't reach that wire at the top, and this is a pretty common problem, but here's how to solve it. Take your string and you just put it below a spur, or in this case just a little side shoot that's coming out. Tighten that. Now that's a loose knot, and then just wind it round, loosely winding it round and missing as many buds as you possibly can, and then tying it quite firmly like that round there. Now I can leave that on the end there. And what I've done is that, you know, you can move that along to where you want. You can just slide it along to where you want. That's it. And that will grow away there. And in order to encourage it to grow away, what I'm going to do again is I'm going to nip it out there. See that bud there? Just going to nip it out above that bud. Do you want to see that? You want it done? There you are. Easier with this branch. This one doesn't reach the top wire. So a bow line there, just round the branch. There we are. And make sure you've got enough to go to the wire. Just turn it round the chute. Tie it in. There we go. Okay. So that's it on there. Take this off. I'll take that off just at that bud there. See, that's a very good bud. You have a really close look at this bit. So in order to encourage this one again, just there we are, just a close look, there we are. See that bud? Just take it off at an angle at the bud. That's it. This chute here is going back into the wall, so I'm going to take that out to a bud which is there, and that bud, if you can see, is pointing towards me, so there we go. We'll take that off there, and that will encourage it to grow out this way. Now if we follow this chute up here, one that we've tied in already, we can see there are fruit buds on the lower portion of the chute. We come to a little side chute, that's got a fruit bud on it. Then we've got lots of fruit buds up here, until eventually we come to what is a vegetative chute. See, there's a side chute, and there's another side chute. So what we want to do is to bring that growth in, so that they're all on that main stem and producing all these fruit buds. So with this one, we'll take it back to that bud there, and I'll take this one back to that bud there. So that's shortened it back. And if we continue up, we come to two shoots at the top. Now these are competing leaders, and we don't want that. I want this one to produce a fruiting spur like we had down there. So all I'm going to do here is look for the bud. That would be the best bud there. See that one there? And there we go, we'll cut it just there. And that's it. And that's what you would do on your apple tree. If you have apple trees at home and you're wondering what to do, look for individual branches like that, and then prune them so that you create a cordon, a single shoot of growth with lots of side shoots which have been pruned in, and it then starts to produce fruit buds in that way.